All right. Starting to get the hang of the character a little bit more. Not great, but a little more. Stalking Tiger, holy crap. A humongous super chat of $43. He says, let's go, Phil. Imagine walking up to fight a 7'5" guy, throwing fireballs, yelling about tigers at your opponent. Would that be an instant crap in pants moment? You ever consider trying to swallow a Twinkie whole? Yes to everything. Cam Sam did a $2 super chat and said, just about the money rather than entertaining. What are you talking about? Don't know what you're talking about. That's what I mean. That's why I didn't want to keep doing Truck Sam. Because it felt like it was just about the money, and it wasn't very entertaining for me or the audience, but people kept coming back and paying for it, and it was confusing. Like, people keep saying, let's do stuff that's entertaining, let's do different things, let's break the mold. Okay, let's do that. Oh, but we want Truck Sim every week, too. Why? What was so unique about that game? I mean, the graphics weren't even that good. I thought it was a fun gimmick for earlier in the year, because I was using my wheel accessory and the pedals and everything that I had bought, and it made use of a different kind of a genre, right? But after, I'd say 2-3 months, I was already bored. But people kept coming back and throwing money at the streams. And I'm like, well, I'm not going to stop doing it then. But it was just bizarre to me that it lasted as long as it did. I just, I much rather would have done anything else. But I wasn't going to stop doing it. And by the way, I did stop doing it. For those who don't remember, I actually did stop doing it. And people complained. I said, no, bring it back. We demand you bring it back. So I did for another few months. And then I retired it. So I'm actually happy that we did retire. All right. Warren does a super chat and says something dumb that I'm just not going to read. Thanks for the money, dummy. So let's see. A couple super chats here. We have Beanhead with a $2 super chat talking about me asking for money. Well, that hasn't happened today. So thanks for $2. I don't know what you're talking about, but thank you. And then we have Chimchar with a $5 super chat. He says, why flashing lights? It's silly. One color looks better than a circus show. It's like you're in a child's bedroom. First of all, there's no flashing light. This is called a gradient transition. Do you know the difference? You probably don't. A gradient transition means that you have a series of lights that it transitions between for artistic effect. Flashing lights is like what the police siren does to scare you and startle you in the street so you get out of the way of the car. If you don't even get the difference between that, then I don't know how I'm going to explain anything else to you. It sounds like, you would need a few more brain cells firing there to really understand the reasoning why I would use lighting in my setup. Okay, if I didn't have lighting in my setup, this would be a white wall behind me, plain, empty. Like a certain other streamer who has an empty room behind him, completely boring. But he claims that he spent a lot of time designing it, right? I'm not like that. I put effort into my set. I want things to look different. And by the way, I use a different setup every single day. Yesterday, I had a different one. The day before, I had a different one. I alternate between. I create new ones because I actually have an app here that generates scenes for me, and I design them myself. Like today, I said I wanted to have a gradient transitioning scene of a variety of colors. And so it generates this here, and I actually generate different ones, like the ones on the sides are different from the ones on the floor. And I set it all up, and I do this every day. Yeah, what did I do? Yesterday, I said I wanted to alternate 4 colors, yellow, red, green, blue, because I was thinking those are the Lego colors that everyone thinks of, like the 4 primary colors, yellow, red, green, blue, let's do that. But I didn't want to have it in a gradient transition like this. I wanted to have it a little different style, and you saw yesterday looked different, right? There you go. And then sometimes I say, oh, I want it to look like a hydrogen particle that's fluctuating, and then you get a cool effect. And I want it to look like a nuclear reaction. And then you get a cool effect. Like, oh, I want it to look like running water. You see, and I do it every day. So the set looks different, and it's variety for you, so you're not staring at the same exact thing every single day. And for the vast majority of people watching, they really like it. There's a few people who are just, like, not understanding artistic value. And so instead, they're like, well, I don't understand why there's lights. Well, that's because you're stupid. I mean, I don't know what else to say. Like, I'm trying to entertain an audience, and it works. The vast majority of people enjoy it. I haven't had a running petition of tons of people saying that it sucks. The only people who say it sucks are people who already say everything I do sucks. So why do I listen to the peanut gallery of idiots who just want to be toxic? I don't. I listen to the positive people. So is that enough of an explanation, or would you like me to keep going on and on about how lighting works and how effort works and how setups work to entertain an audience. Would you like me to tell you more? Anyway. Chimchar did another $5 super chat. He says, test one color and ask the audience what's better. He wants me to test one color, a singular color. Okay, are you ready? So right now we have a nice rainbow. Well, not really rainbow. Like I said, it's not all the colors. It's like a variety of colors in a gradient transition. So here's what I'll do. I'm going to go into my phone, into the app. I'm going to tell the AI, so now I just want you to change this nice colorful thing that I set up to be all one color. Because someone on stream threw me $5 and thinks that they control the stream.
No, I'm not going to do that.
But thanks for $5. I do appreciate it. Why don't you send me another $5 and ask me again? Maybe I'll change my mind.
Guys, there's a half an hour left on stream. By the way, Snoop Dogg did another $2 super chat saying my gameplay is a 14 out of 88, which is racist, by the way, so I have to ban this guy now. Oh, only Dan's did a 220 super chat says, did I crash out today? Yes, I'm crashing out right now. This grind is absolutely unacceptable. I am emotionally distraught. My attitude is rising in a bad way because this is ridiculous how they design it. So there's been crashing out for Pokemon today, for sure, yes. I'm not going to lie about it. This is pissing me off. I just want to finish. The game's like, no finishing. How dare you think you can end this game? Unacceptable. All right, let's do some shout outs. For the contributions there, first of all, Stalking Tiger did a whopping $32 super chat and said, I'm enjoying the stream. I'm supporting because I'm enjoying the game. I like Jasper. He meows. The game looks like it's for teenagers. Do you try to stay connected with local youth in your area? No. I do not try to stay connected with local youth in my area, Stalking Tiger. I don't think local youth in my area would care much about me, being that I'm a 43-year-old streamer. I don't think they would connect with me very much. Just saying. The Greed Goblin just did a $2 super chat. He says, Asmon gave us massive exposure. Great work, Phil. Thank you to the Greed Goblin. I appreciate that. Yes, and again, I've been enjoying every moment of it. Really, I have. I want to say thank you again to any of you who have come over from Asmongold and are still here hanging out with me 3 weeks later. I understand you get that initial boost, and then a lot of people are like, all right, well, I'll be back once in a blue moon. But there's some people, I would say probably around 1,000 people who stuck around, who are now actively watching the content, who are liking the content, leaving comments, and supporting. That means the world. That is helping a lot. I want you to understand it is legitimately helping the channel. The channel has a positivity rise for the first time in ages. I have people coming by saying, hey, I'm actually seeing your videos in the algorithm now. Like, I'm getting recommended your channel. I'm seeing when I search for a topic, if you're talking about it, your video comes up. Amazing. So thank you for that very, very much to anyone. And of course, thank you to the longtime fans who've been here through thick and thin as well. You guys are the bread and butter, lifeblood of me and my content, and I appreciate you being here too. But it's always awesome to get new people, especially after such a long time where new people wouldn't come by, right? So there you go. All right. Shout out to EPM Dreamscape for a $10 super chat. Says, I love your streams, and shout out to my cat Snickers. All right, well, much love to your kitty. And thank you so much for $10 of support. I appreciate that very much. We're now up to 112. I received a $2 tip. Someone says, any advice for keeping cool during Street Fighter 6? How can someone attain mastery of a neutral like yours? You're among one of the best Honda streamers, in my opinion. It's such a butt-kissing session. That's so false. I'm not one of the best Hondas. I'm not one of the best Honda streamers. And I don't keep my cool usually. I usually blow my stack if something goes wrong, like if there's lag or whatever. So I have no idea what you're talking about, but thanks for the $2 tip. It's the complete polar opposite of reality. Okay.
And then Chimchar did a $5 super chat to say something toxic again. You ready? He goes, if you guys are here to enjoy my company, then give me your money. Might be the most narcissistic thing I've ever heard someone say. Yikes, Phil. Yes, because usually what a streamer says is, hey, don't come to my content, don't enjoy it, and by all means, don't support it. Right? That's what I should be saying. I'm the worst streamer on the planet. There's no possible way that you could enjoy the content. Don't support what you like ever in life. Just, in fact, stay away from what you like and don't ever support it, right? What a dunce. Thanks for $5, Chimchar. But he got his attention that he was looking for, so I'm sure he's happy, right? Okay. Liquid Dave did a $10 super chat. He says, nice to see you on stream again. I'm a fan of videos about you. Videos about me. So not my videos, but videos about me. That's interesting. What are you most proud about? Gee, let's see. What am I most proud of? I would say I'm proud that for 17 years, I put out a body of work that at any moment you could jump into my previous work, watch it, and it's just as fun, entertaining, and pertinent as the day that it was made. It's kind of like almost timeless content, as opposed to many content creators out there who they put out content, but it's very timely for the time, but if you watch it later, it's not even pertinent. You know what I mean? Because I did video game playthroughs with live commentary. You could watch the Heavy Rain playthrough in 2010 when I made it, 2015 when the remake came out, 2020 when it was the 10-year anniversary, or today, and it's still going to be just as entertaining as when it was a brand new playthrough. It's that simple. And I'm proud that I am successful without having to step on and hurt other people to do it, because there are so many creators out there that either became shills and sellouts, which was incredibly disrespectful to their audiences by just becoming a walking advertisement, or people who literally make harmful drama, defamatory content and step on others. A good day for them is a day when someone else is having a bad day. That's not content that I want to be involved in. And I found a way to be successful that didn't take either of those easy paths, but instead I did the hard way, but I did it, and I'm successful and I'm happy and everything's going well. So I'm proud of that. I would say that's two things I'm incredibly proud of. Content that will last forever, that people can watch whenever they want, and it's pertinent no matter when you watch it, and the content isn't harmful in any way. There you go. So thanks for $10.